Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going through my AFL Fantasy Round 6 review. I know it's a little bit delayed. They usually come out on the Monday, but the Easter Monday game kind of stuffed me over a little bit. Luckily, we don't have a Monday game this week. We only have the Sunday game, so I should be back on track a little bit. But yeah, before we jump into this video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's jump into this video here. So I ended up, and I'll make this a little bit bigger for you guys, I ended up with a round score of 18-17. That's how pathetic it was. A team value of 20.975 million or 9.4 million plus the 1k that I had left. A round rank of 48,802, and then an overall rank of 17,891. And basically the problem was, I just stuffed up my captaincies. I burnt, 53 points there. And 53 points would have put me, I would think, probably around the 15,000 marker, 14,000 marker if I hadn't stuffed that up, as well as not having a way to maneuver trainer. That definitely stuffed things up as well. So just going through my backline, I don't even know if it could have been worse. I don't even know if there was a worse backline in terms of people genuinely trying to compete, because, Zorko 76, Jaden Short can get out of my side as quickly as possible, 68, and then Matty Roberts, 96, Riley Bice, 72, Zach Reed, 36. He really had a bad game. And then you had James Leake was just here just in case I needed to use the VC loop. And then I got stuck with a 2 because I didn't bother to to emergency Finn O'Sullivan, because I didn't expect Luke Trainer to be sub, which I probably should have realized that was going to be sub, but I didn't. So yeah, that's why I got stuffed over a little bit. And then we get to the midfield here, and this is where my season just continues to fall apart. Mainly this guy here. Harry Sheasel, 91. He's still averaging 104, so he's not actually doing the worst out of all of the mids that I've got. Then you have Jack Sinclair having a really down game, and he was the captaincy option because I didn't like that Caleb Sarong was going to cop a tag. And as a matter of fact, Caleb Sarong scored one more than Jack Sinclair anyway. Then you have Connor Rozee, who is probably saving my midfield in part with a 101, and now he's averaging 108 on the year. I've had him the whole year, so he's just doing his job. He probably won't be top of the line midfielder, but he's going to probably transition into the defense soon enough when he gets DPP, you would expect, in round 12, is it? Then we have Nick Dacos, 131. He was a great trade-in, so I nailed my trades, at least the trade-ins. Corey Warner ended up on a 27, so that was a good trade-out. Finn Callahan, not the best trade-out. Probably should have looked at a Jaden Short trade-out there, as that would have saved me about, about 40 odd points there. And if I captained or VC'd Nick Dacos, then I get the 1900, which is an okay round. It's not the greatest round, but it would have, So I didn't nail my trade out. I nailed my trade in. Common sort of trend I would feel is that I'm not nailing 100% of everything and just sort of floundering in the 10k ranks in the 5 digits, low 5 digits. Then we get down to, we talked about Sarong a little bit. Clayton Oliver, 81. He's sort of turning on us, which we kind of need him not to, because, he needs to hold on a little bit longer. Levi Ashcroft, 63, wasn't the greatest performance against Collingwood, but then again, it was against a tough team, so he has St Kilda this week, and he should bounce back. And then Xavier Lindsay, named on the wing against the Tigers. I expect him to score probably a 70 or an 80, so I'm not too worried about it, because basically when he doesn't manage, his lowest score is a 63, 94, 80, etc. So I'm expecting a sort of 75 score from him, and that should kickstart his cash generation again. And if he does so, then you can start to see his break-even drop a little bit more. So we just need one big game from him, and this cash generation starts again, and he starts to trend towards that 550 marker again. Then you have Moraes and Gross on the bench, of course, traded in a sub. a couple of weeks ago. Gross, he should be back to non-sub minutes this week, though we expect as that was just a management similar to Trainer was last week as well. Then you've got Maxi Gorn 125. He was immense, especially that last quarter. I believe he was on about 36 or something at halftime. Something of that order, and had about a 90-point second half. And yeah, it was a last quarter like 45 or something. Decoding standing up in Supercoach, but not in Fantasy. So I still think he gets close to that break even in Fantasy, but his last 3 weeks have been really poor. 82, 75, 62. So he just hasn't been able to get the disposals up that he was getting in the first couple games. And that's a big reason why he's dropping not the greatest scores. And then Harry Boyd did not play. Then we get to probably my best line in the whole team. It had 33 from Caden Cleary. If I'd had David as well, and that's where it is. Davidson on field, most people had him. I had Cleary. So I should have gone Davidson, just gone with the crowd there, or at least had Connor Stone like emergency or something or rather like that, but I couldn't even get him on there just thinking about it. But yeah, I just stuffed that up. Yeah, Cleary in the end probably wasn't the best on-field play, so I burnt 54 points there. Burned, what did I say, 53 points with the wrong VC. And then I also burned 20 points with just Finn O'Sullivan not there. But even if you just think about it as well, I don't think I had... Oh, yeah, I did have Levi Ashcroft that could have gone into the forward line as well. But that wouldn't have mattered. So, yeah, I could have, I think, gotten another... I could have at least gotten another... Just thinking about it here, if I put Finn O'Sullivan on the bench here and put Jack Sinclair back, I could have got another, 28 points plus the 54 from Davidson gets us up to, 82 plus the captaincy of Dacos, which I really should have done in the end. That would have been another 136 points I could have gained, I think, which would have put me 1950. And 1950, you're looking at that and going, oh, I'm top 10k, top 8k still, a whole rank almost. So yeah, just so many points burned, which sucks. But yeah, McRae 83 tracking fine. Caleb Daniels having up and down games, but he's tracking as a top 6. Jason Horne-Francis as well. He's gotten back into form his last 3 games. You can see 125, 100, 105. So, and he has North this week where he should tear them apart. Bailey Smith has slowed down a little bit from a rip-roaring start and still averaging 110, which is 8th best for the year. So he's fine. Caleb Daniel we talked about. Riley Sanders finally produced a big game that got his cash gen flowing as well. So now he should, even if he just scores a couple of 60s, I believe his cash generation with, you can see a couple of 80s, he goes up. 23, 65k. So he could be easily 830k, which is an easy upgrade to the likes of Isaac Rankin. And then Caden Cleary, probably a bench product this week as we look to, I would think maybe even, I know that Trainer's back, but he has a 58 break even. I could even decide to trade Trainer and Short to get up or something, or trade Finn O'Sullivan and play Trainer on field, etc. over everything in the chaos. But that is the video there. If you guys did enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe. If you guys are watching this early, you'll probably see that I'll be doing a live stream at this point it will be only like another 5-10 minutes away if you catch it right on the 8 o'clock, as I'm going live at probably 8:15 with a Super Coach trade targets video. But I'll see you guys in the Super Coach team review for round 6 and my fantasy trade targets today as well. So I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.